Have you ever finished a day of remote work feeling completely exhausted, even though you barely left your chair? You've been productive, but your brain feels like it ran a marathon. You find yourself struggling to make choices that used to feel simple. Your creativity feels stuck, and the day blurs into one long, continuous meeting with yourself. This isn't just you. It's a feature of how our brains handle working alone. Think about your workday. It likely starts by opening a laptop, and instantly, your home becomes an office. The boundary between your personal sanctuary and your professional workspace dissolves before you've even had your first sip of coffee. Your calendar is a wall of colored blocks, each representing a video call. You jump from a budget meeting to a project update to a one-on-one, all without ever changing your physical location. You are in one place, but your mind is in 10. In the 10 minutes between calls, you try to make a key decision. Should we go with option A or option B? But your mind is foggy. The clarity you need is just out of reach, drowned out by the echo of the last video chat. Finally, you close the laptop. The workday is officially over, but your brain hasn't gotten the message. You are still mentally at your desk, which is also your kitchen table. The psychological commute home never happened. To understand why this drains your decision-making power, we have to start with the screen. Psychologists have a term for the unique exhaustion caused by video calls: Zoom fatigue. In a face-to-face meeting, your brain effortlessly processes a rich stream of nonverbal information. You absorb the posture, gestures, and subtle cues from everyone in the room, giving you a holistic sense of the conversation. On a video call, your brain is in overdrive. It's struggling to read pixelated faces, compensate for audio delays, and make sense of a gallery of disconnected heads. You also have the unnatural stress of watching yourself on camera. This intense cognitive load acts like a tax on your mental energy. It depletes the same resources you need for critical thinking, complex problem solving, and making thoughtful decisions. But the problem goes deeper than just our screens. It's about the very structure of our environment. For generations, work was a place you went to. The daily commute, whether 5 minutes or an hour long, served a crucial psychological purpose. It created a clear transition between your work self and your home self, allowing your brain to switch gears. When your office is your living room, that essential boundary disappears. Your brain doesn't receive the environmental cues that it's time to stop working, to rest, and to recover. Without proper psychological detachment, you remain in a state of low-grade attentiveness. This constant hum of work slowly erodes your ability to think clearly and make sharp, effective choices when it matters most. Now consider the things that are missing from your remote workday. Think about some of your best, most creative ideas in an office setting. Where did they happen? Many of them likely occurred in unplanned, informal moments. The chat while waiting for the coffee to brew, the walk to lunch with a colleague, the simple question you asked someone as you passed their desk. These spontaneous interactions are not just idle chit-chat. They are the fertile ground, where new ideas are sparked, weak social ties are strengthened, and creative solutions are born from casual conversation. Remote work often replaces this organic flow with a rigid structure of scheduled meetings and direct messages. The space for casual, low-stakes collaboration shrinks, and with it, a key source of innovative thinking. This leads to another hidden burden: decision isolation. In a physical office, you are constantly calibrating your judgment against the people around you, often without even realizing it. You can lean over to a teammate and ask, "Hey, does this email sound okay?" Or, "Am I overthinking this?" This quick, informal gut check is an incredibly powerful tool for reducing cognitive load. When you work alone, the full weight of every decision falls squarely on your shoulders. There is no easy low-friction way to get a quick second opinion. This isolation can cause you to second-guess yourself, leading to decision paralysis. You either overthink small choices or avoid making big ones altogether, because the mental effort feels too great to bear alone. So what is the common thread that ties together video fatigue, blurred boundaries, and decision isolation? It's a psychological phenomenon we can call context collapse. Our brains are wired to use context, our physical environment, social settings, and routines to navigate the world efficiently. Different contexts prime us for different types of thinking. The office was a rich landscape of context. A conference room signaled your brain to focus. The kitchen signaled it was time for a break. A colleague's presence signaled an opportunity for collaboration. In remote work, these distinct contexts all collapse into one single, flat plane, your computer screen. Your brain is asked to be a focused leader, a creative collaborator, and a relaxed individual, all in the exact same spot. This context collapse forces your brain to work much harder to perform tasks that used to be automatic. That mental friction is why you feel so drained and why your decision-making suffers. The solution, therefore, is not to abandon remote work. It's to become a conscious architect of your own context. Instead of letting the day blur together, intentionally create new boundaries. Invent a commute, like a 5-minute walk around the block before you start and after you finish. This simple ritual tells your brain when to switch on and, more importantly, when to switch off. And for your most important decisions, ditch the video. Try a simple phone call. By removing the cognitive load of video, you free up precious mental energy for what truly matters, thinking clearly. You don't need to rebuild the office. You just need to rebuild its boundaries.